Here we have order of operations and properties of real numbers. For number 1, use the order of operations to simplify the following expression. As I have listed below, we will be working with fractions. To do this, work separately from the top and bottom and perform the operations in the following order: parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division from left to right, and addition and subtraction from left to right. So for the numerator of this problem, since the division sign comes before the multiplication sign, you need to start by doing 4 divided by 2 here. So in the numerator, we're going to have -4 plus 4 divided by 2 gives us 2, and then we still have times 5 in the top. In the denominator, we can do the -2 to the second power. So we got 4 because the -2 is in parentheses, minus bracket 1 parentheses 4 minus 3. And then close the parentheses in the bracket. Next, we'll want to do the 2 times 5 in the numerator. So we have -4 plus 10 in the numerator. And then we have 4 minus bracket 1 times 1, because the next step would be to do the parentheses in the denominator. Now we can go ahead and add the values in the numerator together. So if we do -4 plus 10, we get 6. And in the denominator, we'd have 4 minus, and then if we do the 1 times 1 in the brackets, we get 1 still. So then we do 6 divided by, and then we have to do the 4 minus 1 in the denominator still. So we get 6 divided by 3, or 6 over 3 as a fraction, which then simplifies to 2 for your final answer. For number 2, identify the property illustrated in the following statements. For part A, we have 2 plus 3 equals 3 plus 2. For this part, only the order of the numbers is changed, making this statement an example of the commutative property. Because in this case, only the order is changed. If only the order is changed, you have the commutative property. For part B, we have 3 parentheses x plus y equals 3x plus 3y. For this part, the 3 is multiplied by the x and the y in the parentheses, making this an example of the distributive property. Then for part C, we have parentheses 2 plus 5 parentheses plus 6 equals 2 plus parentheses 5 plus 6. For this one, only the order of the parentheses is changed. So whenever you're only changing the parentheses, shifting the parentheses, this is an example of the associative property. So once again, the commutative property only changed the order of the values. Distributive, you multiply through the value. And the associative property just changed the parentheses, shift the parentheses. If you have questions on this or anything else, please make sure to ask.